Hey, everybody. We are live today. We are going to talk to you about business credit, why it matters, how to build it, how to build it cheaper than what everyone offers it for, and how to actually use it, right? Because that's the big thing. If you're going to build it, you have to use it. And a lot of people just skip this step. And I think a lot of people skip the step because they don't even know how to build it or that it exists, right? Think about it. Your everything that you do in your life is shown on your credit score for the most part. Okay. So when you buy a car, when you buy a house, when you use a credit card, well, guess what? For the most part, your business operates the same way. All right. Except personal consumer or your personal credit, everything reports automatically. When you talk about business credit, most companies don't report. So 93% of companies don't report. And this is why it's very hard to build business credit. The challenge is banks don't care. The SBA doesn't care. When you go to buy a piece of equipment, the person that is underwriting you to get approved does not care. They want to see business credit.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. And when you don't have business credit established and built, the problem lies in that most entrepreneurs use their personal credit to grow their business.
Yep.
Right? What does that look like? It looks like opening up a business card. That isn't actually a business card that reports to you personally. And you put a lot on there. And then guess what? That increases your debt to income ratio. And then you open up another card and that increases your debt to income ratio. Yep. And now all of a sudden you're paying all your bills, but you're looking at your credit score and you're in the low 600s.
Just did a training on this morning, bro. This, again, you and I don't call each other before these meetings.
No.
But I don't know if you can see this. This is a training. This is talking about John, and he's a business owner, and he has a 500 credit score.
Yep.
And he tried to get financing for a fence, and he couldn't. The guy has a small business, and he's just constantly increasing his debt, which drove his credit score down to 500. He couldn't get approved. Now, his wife got approved, but he couldn't because he did exactly what you just said.
Exactly. And then, so guys, this is what happens. The next stage of this is you go to apply for some type of business financing and you don't get approved for any of the good programs. Yep. Why don't you get approved for the good programs? Well, because your credit score is low. It looks like the business is stressed out. Okay. And it's because you're using all your personal credit. And so now you get a cash advance. And that cash advance, if you use it the wrong way, is going to hurt you and will probably lead to you getting another one. Okay. And now you have cash flow problems and credit problems. All right. Whereas if you want to build the base or the foundation of your business and you start with building the business credit and you understand how it works, well, guess what? You don't get in this position. And now your business is more valuable. You've separated your business and personal credit. You have trade lines that actually extend and help your cash flow. What I mean by that is, imagine if every time you needed inventory or materials, you could just call up and say, hey, do me a favor, send me 3 pallets of this stone and I'll pay you in 30 days.
Yep.
Okay. That's what business credit does. And so now you have that material, you can do the job. And then once you get paid from the job, you pay your vendor or supplier, and guess what? You're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you used your business credit the right way. You didn't have to get any other financing. And now when you go to apply for an SBA loan, when you go to apply for equipment financing, when you want that line of credit, it's going to be much easier to get approved.
Yeah. We see that with roofers a lot, especially when it comes to like special order materials. Like metal roofs that are real expensive down here in Florida. And, you know, they might be a net 15, net 30 from the supplier, but that job might take months to put in, and it immediately puts a cash flow stress on that roofer's business. He wants the job. He wants to help the customer, and then he's got to pick up the material. Then he's got to pay for it. But if he has the business credit with ABC or Beacon, it's real difficult, man. We see this every single day in our business. Every day.
Yeah. And so what it does is it creates these situations that aren't necessarily the business owner's fault, but are definitely the business owner's fault because ignorance is still a tax. Okay. This is called the business ignorance tax. All right. Not building your business credit, not getting these things situated so you can operate the business the right way. All right. Because once this stuff is done, everything else falls into place a lot easier. And by the way, once you have it established, Okay. It's your job to grow it. Every 3 to 6 months, everybody that has extended you credit, you should ask for more credit.
Yep.
Why? Because as you build more trade lines, it shows that other people are willing to lend more to you. And when banks see that, and they see that other people are willing to lend or offer you these types of terms or these types of lines, well, that bank is automatically not as on guard. They're not looking for those red flags because other people have already done the legwork,
Yep.
and they can show that, or they can see that you're paying them. All right. So you're making everyone else's job easier by setting up and having established business credit. Now, let's talk about how to do it. Okay. I'm going to give you the quick way to do it. And then after you realize what's entailed, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to see you on September 21st for the workshop. Okay. So let's go through this rapid fire this way. And Chris, just stop me for any questions or anything that doesn't make sense. First thing you're going to do, you're going to take your legal business entity and look it up on dnb.com. And if it's not claimed, then it shouldn't be claimed. You need to claim it. Okay. Next, you need to have the 5 fundability factors dialed in. You need a business email. Okay. It can't be Gmail or Ymail. It has to be an actual address. So Jonathan at integratedbusinessfinancing.com. Right. You're going to need a business phone number, not a Google Voice number. Okay.
Oh, stop.
What?
Can it be a cell phone number from Verizon that's attached to Chris Scoville? Or does it have to be in the business's name?
Got to be in the business name.
See?
Got to be in the business's name.
Okay.
Okay. Got to be registered to the business. Could be a cell phone. Could be a normal line. Needs to be registered to the business. You need a business address. It could be a home address. It cannot be a P.O. box. Okay. You need a business bank account. If you don't have a business bank account, you don't belong in business. That's the easiest one. And guys, stop using these foo-foo fintech ones, okay? Don't use a Blue Vine bank account. Don't use any of these fintech bank accounts. Do not use anyone that you cannot walk into that fucking bank and speak to a teller and, yes, have a relationship. Yep. Don't do it. Next, you need at least a one-page business website that has the phone number, address, and email on it, okay? After you do that, all that information has to be listed in DMB and everywhere online. That information has to match absolutely everywhere. And if any of it changes, you have to go back and update it immediately.
Yep. That
is a big problem I see. And I can't tell you how many people have been delayed a month, 2 or 3 on SBA loans because of it. Yep. After you do that, then you have to go and apply with places that you know actually offer and report business credit. Uline, Staples, Best Buy. There's a bunch of them, guys. Okay, those are 3. Home Depot, Lowe's. There's 5 I just gave you. Okay, and then you have to apply for the business credit the right way. All right, and then you have to consistently work on the business credit. And there's a couple other,
use it, buy stuff on it, pay it off.
Yes, use it, pay it off. Use it, pay it off.
Get them activated.
Correct. And now, guys, after that is done, okay, there's still a little bit of follow-up work, but that is doing basically 90% of the work. Mm-hmm. Okay. And it's a lot, and there's little intricacies at each step. So here's what I suggest. If you really want to build your business credit, you want to learn how to increase your sales but with Chris, and you want to make sure that you crush all your goals, you'll get a one-on-one strategy session with me. I'm going to review the entirety of your business. So business credit, personal credit, cash flow, profitability. What are your goals? What are the metrics that you need to hit, and when do you need to hit them to crush your goals? And what types of financing might you need along the way, and how to prepare for that? Okay. You're getting all of this in a one-day event on September 21st. And by the way, we're going to run one a month moving forward, but September 21st is the most recent one, and it's only $1,500. Normally, just to build your business credit, it's $3,000 to $5,000. All right, you get to come in to Tampa. It's not exactly the worst place in the world to be. It's a pretty nice place. You get to hang out with me, Chris, and Paul for a day. And then we build your business credit. We get your business exactly where it needs to be. And you have a clear plan of attack for the next 12 months. Okay. And anything you need, you'll be able to call and check in with us and say, hey, what do I do here? What do I do there? How would you treat this?
Ongoing support.
Ongoing support. We are in it so you win it. Okay, that's what we want. We want you guys to win. Chris, what do you got?
Listen, man, I'm real excited about it. Not only to be honored to help people with the R4 method, the reviews, referrals, rewards, and retention in their business, but also as a small business owner of Improvify, you know, there's some things here that I just learned today that I've got to double check with the COO to make sure that we're doing. Now, I may have an 850 credit, but I do not know what Improvify's business credit score is. I don't know.
Yep.
So great steps. Look forward to being there, learning from others, networking, and continuing to grow relationships.
Chris, do me a favor.
Yes,
all
sir.
right? Because I gave a quick and brief synopsis, but you have this video.
Yeah.
Backtrack this weekend and see how much of it you could do off this video.
For sure.
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right, guys, please get down to the foundation event. I will post under this in the comments how you can join. Chris will do the same. We appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you.
See you guys soon.
Later, guys.